Hi friends, welcome back to my channel iQOO. In this video I'm going to do the CPU throttling test side-by-side comparison between the Mi 11 device with the Snapdragon 888 processor versus iQOO 9 SE device with the Snapdragon 888 processor. So both phones do have the Snapdragon 888 processor right now, as you can clearly see friends. This is a Mi 11 smartphone which I'm trying to use right now in this video for the demonstration, as you can clearly see here. And let's see friends, what will be the overall throttling results when comparing with the Mi 11 Snapdragon 888 processor versus iQOO 9 SE device regarding the CPU throttling scores. Right now both phones are completely charged to exactly 100%. Let me show you exact the battery percentage here in the battery settings. As you can clearly see friends, both phones are charged to a complete 100%. Clearly you can see here. And let's do the CPU throttling test comparison side by side. Let's see how much difference we can actually expect between these both phones regarding the CPU throttling. So this is what I'm going to demonstrate in this video. And this test I'll try to do for about 15 minutes of time. This is very small test, but I did include the 100 threads. So 100 threads I'm going to use maximum between these both phones. Let's find out friends which phone will be having what kind of high temperatures and what will be the overall throttling between these both phones. So which one will throttle a lot, like MIUI or FunTouch UI. So both are running latest Android 12 as well between these two devices. Now regarding the brightness, I did try to select exactly 50% brightness between these both phones right now in this video. And let me just start the test at same time 1, 2 and 3. So for 15 minutes we'll try to run this kind of testing continuously, and you should be able to see temperatures in the beginning. Same temperatures, 30 degrees and 31 degrees. Mi 11 device and iQOO 9 SE device. As you can see friends, same. Nothing much huge difference, right, regarding the temperatures. We'll try to observe exactly what's going to happen with the throttling and look at the performance scores. So sometimes what happens is that the companies, they'll try to decrease the performance to maintain the throttling. Sometimes they do that, and out of which the MIUI, you can clearly see the performance scores slightly kind of limited, because to avoid the overrating issues. That's one thing which you should definitely know about. And this Mi 11, I think it is the last year's Snapdragon 888 processor, which is the first generation processor. This is my first Snapdragon 888 processor as well, which I'm using for a very long time. So it's a very good opportunity to compare between these both phones right now. So I'm going to be back exactly after maybe close to 5 minutes of time. Then we can discuss more details exactly what's happening with overall graph. But till now, in 1 minute of time, let's see the temperatures 35.4 degrees Celsius and 33.8 degrees Celsius. 34. Regarding the temperatures, slightly kind of increased. So maybe with the future updates in the iQOO 9 SE, the temperatures might get slightly better with the future updates. So because this is just only new mobile phone, so maybe it requires a couple of software updates to adjust for that frequency. So I'm going to be back after 5 minutes of time. So right now, as you can see friends, we're getting kind of close to exactly 5 minutes of time as well. So during this time of 5 minutes of time, you can see the graphs, what's going on between these both phones exactly. You can see the slightly kind of different color in the iQOO 9 SE device. And let's check the temperatures, what's happening in 5 minutes of time. Right now exactly this is 5 minutes of time, you can clearly see here. And 39.6 degrees Celsius in the iQOO 9 SE device and 37.4 degrees in the Mi 11 device. You can clearly see in the Mi 11 37 degrees and 40 degrees kind of close in the iQOO 9 SE device. So I'm going to be back exactly after maybe 10 minutes of time. Then we can discuss more details. But right now the battery dropped to 99% and 98% between these both phones. And performance scores 285 we are seeing and 287. Similar kind of performance scores can be observed between these both phones. And you can see the throttling here, ups and downs. In the Mi 11 device, you can see the straight line. What's going on? Green color, try to observe these lines. As you can see, throttling graph. And I'm going to be back after exactly 10 minutes of time. Definitely friends, it requires a lot of software updates to maintain this kind of stable performance. So maybe with the future updates, the iQOO 9 SE might get stability, but right now this is a scenario. And I'm going to be back after some time. So right now, as you can see friends, after 10 minutes of time, these are the throttling effects looks like between these both phones exactly. So Mi 11 device versus iQOO 9 SE device. So you can clearly see, and let's take a look at the temperatures, 39.6 degrees Celsius, 39.8, 39.4. So even the Mi 11 device also did reach that kind of high temperatures at this moment, 39 degrees Celsius. And both phones I'm trying to use exactly with the 50% brightness capacity only. and we'll try to find out, friends, exactly what's happening here. Again, I'll be back after maybe close to 12 or 30 minutes of time. So finally, friends, we got the CPU throttling test results completely side by side between these both phones. CPU throttle up to 83% and CPU throttle up to 79%. You can clearly see side by side comparison between these both phones. Right now you should be able to exactly observe the difference, what's going on, click on in the graph as well. I'll try to take the screenshot as well, as you can see right now. So this exact screenshot which I have taken just now, just to compare side by side actual scores. You can see the high performance score in the iQOO 9 SE. So iQOO 9 SE, which has got very good high performance results, and average is also very high, and not very high, I mean only just 1000 I, not much, but minimum 263, minimum 257. But overall, in terms of the performance scores and everything, the iQOO 9 SE has got higher scores when you compare with the Mi 11 device. You can clearly see, friends, side by side comparison, what's going on. So this is a quick comparison, friends. Overall, definitely the MIUI did decrease slightly the performance to maintain the throttling. So this is a Snapdragon 888 processor, friends. This is very rare to see this level of optimization unless the performance has been decreased. As you can see, nothing much throttling happened in this device. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching. Hopefully with the future updates, maybe with the future updates, iQOO 9 SE will also become like this after a couple of updates. So meanwhile, signing off until then, stay tuned for more updates, and let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts side by side comparison. I can definitely use this Mi 11 device in my testing videos side by side comparison as well. And the battery drop to 94% between these both phones. Exactly same type of battery drop is there, 94 and 94, as you can clearly see, friends. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching us. Straight up for more updates, and meanwhile, signing off until then, bye.